correct. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rivers now from the 50. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Rivers again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for
but instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Yard line. They'll throw again. Rivers. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Man, that's like that Sports Center play where Brady avoids Brian Urlacher. Have you ever seen that play?
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 22-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Ravens 6.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Jackson
to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking for Campbell. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 5-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Third and less than a yard.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers to throw this time. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play ready.
Rivers fires this into the flag complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
It's the score, Colts 14, Ravens 13. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
13.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Better turn that aggressive blocking off, big fella.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
I guess that makes up for that last sack.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Hey, easy, easy. 58 to Mike, 58. Orange 5-4. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 43. White. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Blue down.
Rivers on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
Complete to Mark
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Ingram, the ball
A
carrier.
gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ravens.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 16.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On first down, it's Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Houston on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The 7-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And now the 3rd-year man man out of Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these
the best kicker in the game, man. You need to go to the kicking
academy. He's got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Campbell making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's got it to Hilton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The score.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You're going to stop blitzing that corner eventually.
Rivers to throw it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup. Up there. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Look at that bullshit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A couple of 3rd-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Ravens 28, Colts 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Rivers. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
For a Colts.
A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that'll be incomplete.
Rivers
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Paris Campbell.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. He's got the lane.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Ravens 41, Colts 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Gus Edwards.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
51 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. You at X. You at X. Report. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Jackson.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this fight? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
8-yard gain.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Red! Check 48's to Mike. Check 48's to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Ravens.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.